Hello everybody. If you'll notice, my Bambu X1C is uncharacteristically silent right now. And the reason it's uncharacteristically silent is it's broke. I've had it for approximately 4 months. I didn't dig out the receipt to look, but it was around September, so approximately 4 months. And I was printing something for a gift for my dad, and I was using a material called ASA and a little bit of ASA-CF, carbon fiber. So carbon fiber pieces mixed in with the ASA. It's a high temperature material, so the fans don't run as much, and the temperature inside the chamber gets hotter. I'm going somewhere with this. Well, I started getting this error saying that the hot end fan is stuck or running slowly. The problem is, in the hot end fan, for those of you who are uninitiated, hopefully you can see this. This is the hot end fan. This is the hot end, hence the hot end fan. This is where the plastic comes out in its melted format. And this fan, from what I can read, keeps it cooler up here so it doesn't melt prior to coming down there. So the printer thinks that that fan is stuck or moving slowly. That is what the printer thinks. And the problem with that is that fan is not stuck or moving slowly. It is 100% operational. And I'll show you in a second. So I emailed Bambu support, and they were very prompt. I will give them that. Very, very, very prompt. They were like, oh yeah, sounds like a fan issue. Why don't you buy a new one and slap it on there? And I'm thinking to myself, what? Wait, this is a warranty issue. This is 4 months old. And what if it's not a fan issue? What if it's a thermostat or a sensor issue? You want me to start just tearing around this expensive new machine that should have a warranty? Digging for the problem? I was baffled. My point is this video is going to be labeled "Don't buy a Bambu machine," and I'm sorry, I have to. That is how my stance right now. If you'll look online, you'll see wildly conflicting reports. You'll see reports of people like me where they basically were like "F you," and other reports where people are like, "Oh, I was past my warranty, but they basically sent me parts that I broke myself." So, again, they're telling me that this little fan is stuck or going slowly. So hopefully you can see this. Currently no fans on. There's this part. Let me just turn it on for you. Now, as you can see in here, that fan absolutely is on and running quickly. Now, I responded to them, and I made a video showing them that. And also, I did some other tests that their Wikipedia page said to do. Like, when you lower the temperature of that hot end lower than 50 degrees Celsius, the fan should shut off by itself. And it doesn't, which tells me it's a sensor issue. So I sent him my response. I was like, hey, I wasn't a jerk about it, but I was like, I'm not trying to say no more about your machine than you, but fan looks to be working just fine to me. That's what it sounded and looked like day one when I opened it up out of the box. And as you can see here, the fan isn't shutting off when it's supposed to. I'm waiting for the response. But as of right now, again, I can't recommend Bambu printers. But I wanted to make this video for that, but kind of equally, and I'm sorry, I know I'm a Christian and I'm supposed to be nice and all that, but I'm still human. So I went to Reddit, the Bambu Reddit, and I posted my kind of issue. And what I was looking for is people who had similar issues that might be able to say, hey, this is exactly what happened to me and this is the part I needed. Instead, what I got were several clowns who literally were like, well, why don't you just replace it yourself, or blah, blah. And one guy was like, well, fans are a consumable. They're going to say it's not a warranty, it's a consumable item. And I had to stop at that particular guy because the amount of stupidity wrapped up in that comment, I just baffles me. It baffles me how you could type something that ridiculous and let it go out into the world for other people to see it as a sign of your intelligence. It's unfathomable to me. To say that fans are a consumable item when, I mean, there's few things that almost every human, at least in first world countries, are familiar with. Now, I'm not saying that they don't die, but out of the dozens of personal computers, and, well, dozens and dozens of personal electronic consumer items that I've had, including computers, I've never had a fan die. I've managed computer centers. I've never seen a fan die. Now, I'm sure some people are like, oh, I saw a fan. I'm sure it happens. The point is for this gentleman to say that fans are a consumable item, and then to imply that it's a consumable item whose lifespan is measured in months, is the pinnacle of just human stupidity. I'm sorry, I'm still flabbergasted. And I wasn't quite so mean when I responded to him. But my point still stands. Why should I have to dig around in with the AMS, the thing on top of it, a $1,300 machine, when they should just properly diagnose the problem and send me. Here's the problem. The problem is think about that. Even if they send me the parts, let's say it's a control board, I still have to put it together myself, with the potential for me messing it up and causing more problems. It just that the business model there is odd. Although I guess I can kind of see. I mean, it probably cost a fortune to have trained techs try to travel out to customers. I don't know. Whatever. The point is one, don't buy Bambu printers. I can't recommend them at this point, which is unfortunate because prior to that I was having a blast with it. And two, when you go to post something online, really think about it long and hard, because you just don't want people judging you based on a comment, a ridiculous comment. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm being a hypocrite, whatever. But, yeah. Anyway, Bambu warranty, thumbs down.